this time, we ask all who are able to please stand for the invocation, after which we ask you to remain standing for our national anthem. Father, we thank you for a beautiful day you've given us. Thank you for traveling mercies for the incoming team from Bluefield University. Thank you for the game of basketball. All of these players, especially our seniors tonight as we celebrate them. And we thank you for our coaches, every player on the team, and our referees. Keep us safe, keep us with great attitudes, and as we celebrate the team of our choice tonight, may we bring glory to your name. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. CIU Rams. A junior from Orlando, Florida, wearing number 3, Jalen Brinson. A sophomore from High Point, North Carolina, wearing jersey number 4, Bryce Van Causey. A sophomore from Cartersville, Georgia, wearing number 11, MBB. And a junior from Goldsboro, North Carolina, wearing number 15, Darian Rose. And a freshman from Marion, North Carolina, wearing jersey 24, Skyler McKinney.
Welcome to the CIU Sports Network for this men's basketball contest between the CIU Rams and the Bluefield University Rams. For the sake of least confusion, we're just going to call Bluefield today. And if I mention the Rams, we're talking about CIU because this is the CIU Sports Network. D'Anthony Heathcock will jump it off with Abby Melton to get things going here in this Appalachian Athletic Conference contest. And Melton will win the tip out to, not Melton, looking at the women's roster. That was Volante Carroll, who won the tip out to Jeremiah Jenkins. Jenkins certainly the player to watch in this game, as he'll fire away to start this one off. Jenkins, one of the top scorers in the AAC and multi-AAC Player of the Week award winner this year. So a guy you've got to guard very closely and keep an eye on all game. Heathcock outside, attacks and then kicks to Calsey. Calsey over to Brinson. Brinson over to Oates. Oates finds Heathcock for three. Got it. D'Anthony Heathcock will start things off with a triple as the Rams are on the board first, up 3-0. If you were around with us for the women's game, CIU hit 8 threes in the first half of that women's game, so maybe a similar trend here. We'll see. There's the shot up. No good. Rebound by Heathcock. That was Christian Bullock on the shot attempt there, and there's a three by Darian Oates. He'll knock it down. Excuse me, that will go down as a 2, actually, as Oates' shot was a 2. 5-2 now as Bluefield gets on the board here early in this game. Just 2 minutes in. Heathcock looking for McKinney in the post. Oates will get it to him, but he's pushed out towards the corner. Outside, Oates thought about it. Jump stop, floater no good. Rebound by Heathcock. Brinson turns the corner, gets it over to Heathcock. Heathcock is bumped and the foul. So Heathcock will go to the line to shoot 2 with the Rams up 7-2. Heathcock at the line, shooting 1. Free throw is up and good. So Heathcock completes the old-fashioned three-point play to put CIU up 8-2 here in the early going. Bluefield working up top. There's a 3 by Stitt. No good. Calsey comes down with it, and he'll bring it up for the Rams. Brinson, left side, over to Oates. Oates will get it down to McKinney. McKinney back to the basket. Now face up, turn and shoot. That'll be a 2 as Skylar McKinney has had a good last few weeks. Started slow this season, but has had a couple 20-point games recently. There's a three-pointer by Jenkins to make it 10-5. McKinney over to Brinson. Brinson gets it inside to Heathcock. Heathcock working in the paint. Little right-handed hook is good. Put the Rams up 12-5. That's a turnover from Jenkins as McKinney came down with it, and he's fouled by Stitt. Brinson, pass gets away from him, saved in by McKinney to Causey. Causey finishes. CIU up 9 here. Just 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes into this game as Jenkins will work against Brinson. Shot up there by Stitt, no good. Here's Brinson. Brinson with that big-time game winner against Montreat a few days ago. Shot no good. There's Jenkins with the turnaround fadeaway. as Heathcock will corral that. Brenson was hoping for a cutting Oates. Instead, he'll get a cutting McKinney, who banks it off the glass and good. So timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout called by Bluefield. We'll be back in just a minute here on the CIU Sports Network. Interesting dynamic in this game. Obviously, if you're aware of either one of these programs and their coaches, both of these guys, Coach Tony Stockman and Coach Richard Morgan for Bluefield, played their college ball, well, at least in Coach Stockman's case, some of their college ball in the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference. Richard Morgan played at UVA. Coach Stockman spent 2 years at Clemson before heading to Ohio State, both over 1,000-point scorers in college at the Power 5 level. So a lot of basketball knowledge out here in the Moore Fitness Center today. Christian Howard kicks it out to Brinson. Good move by Brinson. He'll attack, find a cutting Oates. Bucket, good. What a move there by Jalen Brinson to find Oates cutting to the basket. There's a good spin move inside by Nick Roberts as he'll get his first 2 points of the game to cut the deficit down to 11, 18-7, just under 14 or just at the 14-minute mark here in this game. Oates attacks with the left hand, gets by the defender, finishes. So Darian Oates already with 6. Again, if you can get Skylar McKinney and Darian Oates both going, the opposing team is going to be in trouble. Turnover as Brinson gets the steal. Finds Oates for 3. Money. And CIU, just like that, is up 23-7 here in this final regular season game at the Moore Fitness Center. Woods guarding outside as layup no good. Jalen Jeter, the freshman, pull up off the back of the iron, too strong. And Jeremiah Jenkins will corral it here for Bluefield. And that'll be a jumper just inside the three-point range for a 2 as Nick Roberts showing that he's a pretty good offensive weapon for Bluefield. Brinson attacks off the Woods screen. Woods looking for space. Pull up no good as Stitt comes down with the board. That is going to be lost out of bounds. So turnover there for Bluefield as Shields will check out, and this is McClellan, the Virginia native, coming in for Bluefield. Jeter over to Woods. Woods out near half court as Causey will hand it off to Oates. Oates, good little in and out move, kicks it out to Causey. Causey with 10 on the shot clock. Finds Jeter. They're trying to get it to Woods in the paint. Finally, Oates decides he's got to go himself. He'll take a pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound for Bluefield. Jenkins pressured by Oates. And Jenkins will pull from 3, no good. Offensive rebound and finish inside. That was Carroll. Cut this lead down to 23-11. Bluefield certainly has some good size. And, of course, a great guard in Jeremiah Jenkins. Just had to put both those things to their advantage. Christian Howard is someone with the ball right now who gives CIU an advantage in the paint as he'll shoot the left-hand scoop shot, no good. Shot clock won't reset as Jeter, no good. And rebound is pulled down by Carroll. Shot no good. Howard with the defensive board. Bryce Causey finds Oates over to Jeter. Jeter for three, no good. Causey with a tip out to Oates. So good position there by Bryce Causey to get in the paint and tip it out. Jeter, left-hand layup, no good. As Bluefield, Jeremiah Jenkins is stopped in transition by Oates and Causey. Good job by both those guys. Stop the speedy Jenkins, but then McClellan knocks down the three. So that'll cut the lead to under double digits with the Rams up 23-14. Timeout on the floor. Coach Stockman not liking the trend he's seeing with Bluefield with some momentum. We'll be back here in just a minute on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network with CIU up on Bluefield, 23-14 in this first half. About halfway through this first half, 10:30 left before the break as Causey, feeling some pressure, will wisely pull it back out to Brinson. Brinson guarded pretty far from the basket by Jenkins now. He'll take a step back. Maybe looking to go under the screen. Knows Brinson is a bit conservative shooting the basketball as Causey trying to get Woods on a cut. Instead finds Heathcock. Heathcock one fake. Layup no. So rebound comes down to Bluefield. Jenkins working against Woods, and Woods a little overly zealous there, and he'll get the foul call. So not many fouls in the first 10 minutes. Just one. Or excuse me, two. Both were against Bluefield. That'll be the first foul on the Rams. Causey guarding the inbounds as Jenkins will pull it off the screen. No good. Woods gets pushed in the back on the rebound. So foul called there. That'll go against Roberts. Roberts has having a decent game so far, so don't want him to get in foul trouble if you're Coach Morgan. Brinson attacks off the screen. He'll find Woods. Woods going to shoot it. Basket good. Woods comes off the down screen and knocks it down. Thomas Woods, a capable shooter when he's open. Of course, Woods being honored on senior day just a few minutes ago for CIU. Turnover, Heathcock with the steal. Brinson looking to run, and Brinson will turn it over on the pass. Jenkins comes up with it. Jenkins attacks. Layup good. So 10-point game now. if you're Bluefield, definitely want to get it down under double digits before halftime. If you're CIU, keep your foot on the pedal and don't let up. Woods gets it in the paint. Brinson over to Causey. Causey barely keeps it in bounds somehow, and then the Rams will turn it. Oh, it'll go off of CIU. 1 second on the shot clock. As Causey will take it out with 1 second on the shot clock. And Arriaga will not get it off on time. So that'll be a turnover on CIU. Good defense by Bluefield to force the shot clock violation. And there's going to be a turnover right back, as that was McClellan who turned it over. Jalen Jeter will check back in. He's coming in for Causey. So Rams going with that 3-guard lineup now of Jeter, Brinson, and Oates. Certainly hard to guard. And Bluefield pretty small right now as well, so Rams shouldn't have too much of a problem on the defensive end as Brinson turns it over. Layup is good, and the foul. So that is a tough finish there from Bullock, who caught it out in transition and extended for the and one. 26-18, 7:47 remaining here in the first half. Bullock at the line trying to complete the three-point play. Free throw is good. So Bluefield able to cut it into single digits, 26-19, just down 7, as Christian Howard will check back in. So those two primary bigs, Heathcock and Howard, both in there. Almost a turnover there by Jeter. Howard will kick it out to Oates. Oates, the deep three, no good. Howard with the rebound. Goes up short. And that was Carroll coming down with it. Foul called on the floor. That will go against Brinson. So again, if you're CIU, want to avoid Brinson picking up too many fouls. Obviously only his first there, so not concerning yet. Jenkins will attack, and Jenkins always looking to shoot it as hands it off. And McKellen had the rolling Roberts, but just passed it a little too far. But it was a good roll by the big man. Just unfortunately was not rewarded, as the pass was just a little out of his reach. Howard hands it back off to Brinson. A little two-man action as Heathcock over to Jeter. Jeter now gets it to Heathcock in the corner. Heathcock over to Brinson. Rams trying to get Howard in the post. They finally do. The double came as Bluefield is in the zone. Brinson for three hits it. So Bluefield goes zone for a possession, and Brinson will make him pay. As I mentioned before, Brinson selective in the shots that he takes, but usually chooses to take pretty good ones when he does take them. Here's Bluefield now working in their half-court set. Howard playing off as Roberts attacks Heathcock. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Heathcock, and Brinson will push. Brinson will get it over to Oates. Oates, one move, layup, no good. Howard trying to grab it, and he's able to save it into Heathcock, and then Heathcock will travel, trying to hold on to it. So good job by Christian Howard. Good effort there by the freshman. Unfortunately, Heathcock just can't quite stay upright as he falls down and is called for the travel on the play. So Stitt will check back in for Bluefield as this is Dunn and Jenkins both working in front of CIU's bench. Jenkins now will pull a three. That rims out. Heathcock comes down with the defensive board. Brenson's got Howard. Would be surprised if he doesn't go there. Let's see if Heathcock can find him. There they get it into Howard now. Howard working inside. Good pass by Howard to Oates for the layup. So Howard certainly a weapon not only on his ability to score, but able to find cutters like he did there. Jenkins pulls back, and he'll turn it over. This is going to be a slam by Oates. Left-hand dunk by Darian Oates, who flushes it down to give CIU the 14-point lead. There's a layup. Good from Stitt. So cut the lead down to 12. 4:50 left in the first half. Coach Stockman setting up a set for CIU. And let's see, Oates will come off the high screen. Now Oates in the middle. Brenson, and this play is broken down, so they'll get it to Howard. Howard, the left-hand layup, no good. Howard struggled from the field so far in this game. Not something you usually see. Howard, one of the most efficient players in the country, as Roberts will pull the jumper and hit it. So back down to 10 with 4:08 left before halftime. Darian Oates on the wing. Ball inside to Oates. Jeter for three. Rims out. Look good from here, as that'll go off of Heathcock as he battles for the rebound. And a couple substitutions. This is landed Cantu making his first appearance in the game for Bluefield, and Shields coming back in as well, who has been a staple for Bluefield for the last few years. And for the Rams, Thomas Woods, the senior, coming in. Shields in the corner looking for the jumper. Contest by Woods. Offensive rebound, though, comes down to Carroll. Brenson covering the inbounds here. Close to a 5-second call. Bluefield gets it in bounds as this is done. Resetting with 14 on the shot clock. He'll work against Brenson. Bully his way inside. No good. And Jeter will come up with it. Brenson. He'll work against Cantu. As CIU really forcing the issue to Howard here. And he finds another cutter to Darian Oates. Woods gets it inbounds. And Brenson will turn it over. That's going to give time for CIU to get back, though, on the pass, as Woods is there for the rejection. Thomas Woods showing some serious athleticism. However, the and one opportunity now, as Bluefield doesn't let that play hold him back, as Dunn now will go to the line to try to make it a 7-point play once again. 7-point game once again. That was Stitt that was rejected by Woods. And again, the pass was high up in the air, which allowed Woods to get back on defense. Free throw is good. So that'll make the score 33-26. Brenson working in the backcourt as Bluefield showing some press here, and CIU maybe rattled a bit, turns it over. So you call a shooter's turnover because Thomas Woods only had one thought on his mind, which was to shoot it from the corner. Roberts hands it off to Stitt. Stitt with the left hand throws the lob pass inside to Carroll. Here's Dunn. He'll shoot a long two and hit it. Well, cut our lead down to 33-28. Rams only up by 5. Definitely what you need to do if you're Coach Morgan's squad is get that lead as small as possible before halftime, then come out in the second half like it's a new game. Brinson. He'll get it over to Woods. Woods will pull for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Carroll. Dunn. Trying to find somebody, and he'll throw it back court. And they'll say that it was not touched. Initially, it looked like they were not going to call the backcourt call. Now they will call it, so turnover there makes it 33-28. That's a tough call if you're Bluefield just because of the lateness of it, even if it was the right call. As Woods can't hang on to it, he'll bump Stitt on the layup. They want a flagrant foul. I don't know if that would warrant it. It didn't look like excessive contact. Looks like he just backed up into it, as it will just be a common foul with Stitt going to line to shoot 2. Hard foul for sure, but was a basketball play made by Woods. Free throw is up and good. That's one where if you're a coach, you got to fight for it, but you know in your heart that definitely not a flagrant. As Heathcock will check back in for Woods. This is Stitt still at the line here for a second free throw. Made the first, and they'll cut it down to 3 points, 33-30, with 1:20 left. So CIU really got to have a productive possession. Can't have an empty possession here if they want a wider margin going into halftime. Oates had Causey, but he misses him. Bluefield set up in their man-to-man defense as Oates thought about it. Gets it over to Howard. Howard will get in the lane, and he'll miss the layup. And then a foul on the floor as Jenkins called for a push underneath the basket. So that's killer if you're Bluefield when you think you got to stop, and instead Rams will get a fresh 20 on the shot clock with 54 seconds. Pretty much be able to keep Bluefield just one possession left in this game. In this half. And Causey will score. So that's a big swing there for Bluefield after they pick up the foul after getting the stop, and Causey able to score. Stitt hands it off to Roberts, who will make a nice move and turn around and score. Bring it to 35-32. 13 seconds left on the game clock. Shot clock obviously turned off. Ball over to Causey. Causey trying to find Howard. Gets it to Heathcock. Heathcock is fouled. So 1.1 on the clock. As Heathcock will head to the line. First one is good. So that will do it. 36-32 at the break. Rams up by 4. Looking at some of the leading scores here in this game so far. Rams able to hold Jeremiah Jenkins just 5 at halftime. Obviously, Darian Oates, the guy that's been the story for CIU with 13. Heathcock with 9. And Causey with 4 for CIU. If you're the Rams, obviously wishing Howard had got going a little bit more in that first half. But overall, had a big lead and had it cut down to 4 before the break. So if you're CIU, some things to improve on, but also some positives to look back on in that first half. We'll be back in just about 15 minutes here on the CIU Sports Network. Back here at the Moore Fitness Center for the second half of this CIU men's basketball game versus Bluefield University. Rams up 36-32. After leading by double digits early in the first half, Bluefield would come back to make it a close game at halftime. Obviously, the Rams lost to Bluefield earlier in the season, and this game is important for the Appalachian Athletic Conference standings. Rams could either end up in 6th, 7th, or 8th, depending on how things shake out. Either way, CIU will be hosting the opening round of the AAC tournament on Monday. That game will be played at 7 p.m. depending on the opponent is still to be determined after these final regular season games are played today. Jeremiah Jenkins, who had a quiet first half with only 5 points, gets it over to Shields, who rims out the three in the first possession for Bluefield. Brinson finds Oates. Oates already with 15 points. Heathcock working his way inside, misses the hook shot, and Bluefield is off to the races. Shields on the wing, kicks it out. Jumper good by Omega Stitt. Brinson directing traffic, gets it inside to Howard. Howard, good feed to Brinson. So Howard now, who has 2 assists, one to a cutting Darian Oates and another to a cutting Jalen Brinson, as Jeremiah Jenkins guarded by Brinson. Oates fights around the screen, and there'll be a switch here. So Heathcock guarding the perimeter, as now this is Oates on Jenkins. Jenkins pulls the three. No good. Rebound comes back to Bluefield. Pass to Shields in the corner. Shot rims out as Causey gets the board for CIU. Darian Oates now. He attacks off the dribble. Will pull the three. Got it. Darian Oates with 18 points in this game gives CIU a 9-point lead. And Morgan, Coach Morgan has seen enough, as he will put Trent Dunn in the game, as there's Stitt finishing inside. Looks like Dunn will come in, presumably to guard Oates. And Oates trying to add to his point total here. Oates finds Howard in the paint. This time Howard finally able to finish for 2. Put the Rams back up by 9. Good pass there from Christian Bullock to Volante Carroll, as Carroll finishes with the left hand. CIU running dizzy as Brinson sets the screen for Oates. Oates swings it back to Brinson. Brinson now finds Oates, top of the key. Brinson will pull a three. Got it. Brinson with his second triple of the game. As Jenkins layup no good, but a foul call, as Bullock will head to the foul line. Interesting, Bullock, a Goldsboro, North Carolina native, as is Darian Oates. Free throw for Bullock is good. Second free throw is good from Bullock. Brinson working against Jenkins. Woods gets it out to Oates. Oates will find Brinson coming off the curl. Now Causey looking to get rid of it. As Oates bullies his way inside. Can't finish, but rebound comes back out to Heathcock. As Brinson uses the Heathcock screen, and now he'll attack. And foul called, so Brinson will head to the line to shoot two. Coach Morgan not happy about it, as he wanted the push in the back call on Heathcock on the offensive rebound that gave the Rams that possession, and then upset about what he probably sees as a bailout call against Jalen Brinson. Is a bit out of control going to the basket. 49-40, 4.5 minutes in, as Jalen Jeter will check in for Bryce Causey. Second free throw is good. So back up to a double-digit lead now for CIU. Here's Bullock attacking with the left hand. Shot is good. Tough finish from Christian Bullock. Again, CIU can hop Bluefield in the standings with a win today. Bluefield sitting at 14-9. The Rams at 13-10. That pass goes off the rim as Jeremiah Jenkins will control now for Bluefield. There's a good move from Jenkins, what you expect to see out of him as he gets to the basket and floats one off the glass. Oates gets it back out to Jeter. Jeter now working his Bullock ball over to Oates, who is guarded by Dunn. Brinson with nowhere to go. 5 on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock, and Woods will lose the handle. Shields comes up with it. Dunn attacking, can't finish, and then Shields knocks it out of bounds. So Jeremiah Jenkins, the third leading scorer in the conference, with 7 right now. Jenkins averages 21 points a game, 20.6 points a game, so closer to 22 than he does to 21. Oates, guarded by Bullock. Up top, Howard will set him a screen. Oates will attack off of it. Get to the basket, can't finish. Howard with the rebound. Layup can't finish. Fight for the board, and that'll be a foul on Howard, who had a hand. Excuse me, it'll be on Oates, who is crashing in, as that'll be Oates' second foul. 50-44, 13-35 left here in this contest. Jenkins. Three-pointer. No. Good rebound and finish by Carroll. So Volante Carroll, who was quiet in the first half, having a pretty good start here to the second half. Oates finds Jeter. Jeter for 3. That's good. And Jeter has been cold early in this game, but a big three when it matters, as Darian Oates gets the assist on that corner jumper. This is Bullock working against Oates. Layup, no good. And Bullock has found a way to get to the rim and to the line in this game. You're thinking Jenkins is the guy you got to stop. Well, Bullock showing that he's pretty effective getting to the basket as well. First one is good, 53-47. Roberts will check in for Carroll, and Brenton will come back in for Oates. Free throw on the way is no good, as Bryce Causey gets the rebound. Brenton with the screen from Woods. Woods got to make sure he sets his feet as Woods battles inside, and believe he had it blocked. Anyway, Jenkins attacking with the left hand. Right hand shot is good to cut this Rams lead down to 4. Jenkins now on defense against Brenton. Jenkins got 9. Brenton's got 6. Here's Jeter. Finds Woods. Woods now. Gets it back over to Jeter. Causey left wing. Looking for Howard, and instead will put his head down and attack. Get to the basket. Shot is no good, as Dunn will work now up the floor for Bluefield. So CIU in a dangerous position, up 4, but with some momentum going Bluefield's way, as Bullock misses that one. If that had gone down, that Bluefield bench would have gotten pretty excited. Layup good from Brinson. That brings the lead back out to 6, 55-49. Jenkins working against Jeter. He calls for the screen. He'll attack off of it. Wanted to throw it back over his shoulder to Roberts, who was cutting. Instead, will have to pull it back out. Now Roberts facing against Howard. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound by Jeter. 55-49, 10:56 left. Causey with a big three, no good. Dunn comes away with it. Dunn working his way against Causey. Falls over, throws up the layup. That's no good. Here comes Brenton. Brenton over to Woods. Woods for 3 from the corner. Got it! Big 3 from Thomas Woods. So Thomas Woods knocks down a huge three-pointer in the corner to put CIU back up 9. Jenkins. He'll turn it over. Big possession for CIU, can get the lead back up to double digits. Just about halfway through this second half. And not a great pass there from Jalen Brinson as he turns it over and then picks up the foul. Oh, Heathcock comes in for Howard. And the Bluefield Bigs have done a good job defensively against Heathcock and Howard in this game. As Oates comes back in for Jalen Brenson. Jenkins. He'll pull from 3. Short. Rebound to Bullock. Bullock no good. Causey with the rebound. Shot by Jeter, no good. Rebound comes down to Bullock. Done. Ball over to Shields. Shields for 3. That's no good. Darian Oates will slow it down wisely here. There's a three from Woods. Woods hit on the three. So he will go to the line to shoot three, as that's not a wise foul by Bullock. Free throw is good. So Bullock takes out Woods' legs on the three, and Woods will make him pay, putting CIU up 11 here with one more. Some substitutions for Bluefield. Woods knocks down all three to make it a 12-point game. Jeremiah Jenkins. Jenkins 1 for 8 from three. So Rams have done a good job on him. Here's Stitz. Gets a little bump and will get to the basket. Uses a lot of body. Make it 61-51. Jeter hands it off to Oates. Oates stutter steps, and then Heathcock will pick up the foul. So, got to be careful if you're Heathcock here. Well, that's only his first, so he'll be all right down the stretch. Jenkins with Jeter on him. Jenkins beats Jeter back door, finishes. So you're not shooting well from outside. Try to get in close to the rim to get some stuff, get some offense going, as Jenkins does just that. And then Oates has it picked by Stitz. So 61-55, 7:46 left in this game. Oates gets to the rim. Bucket good by Darian Oates. Jenkins tries to get the back door again. This time Heathcock's there. Gets the steal. Oates in the lane. Bucket good by Darian Oates. He is having himself a game, as Oates with 22 to lead all scorers in this one. McCullen hands it off to Stitz. Stitz with the jumper. That's good. Makes it 65-57. Timeout called by Bluefield. So 65-57, 6:48 left in this one. We'll be back in just a minute on the CIU Sports Network. 65-57. 6:48 left in this game. If you're Bluefield, got to take advantage of Darian Oates being on the bench momentarily. Maybe try to make your run here as Oates out for the moment. Howard gets it over to Causey. Causey now over to Jeter. Brenson finds Heathcock on the wing. Heathcock for three. Got it. DeAnthony Heathcock with his second three-pointer of the game. Not something you see a ton out of from the big guy, but you can't ask for a bigger three at a bigger moment from Heathcock as he puts CIU up 11. And if you're Bluefield, got to think about that clock management now as that shot is missed, but Jenkins will get it out on the right wing. Attacks, pull up, bucket good. That's what Jeremiah Jenkins does so well, is get to his spots, and then the soft touch puts it in the bottom of the basket. Brenson now working against Jenkins on the other end. Jeter. As Causey shoots a little short jumper to knock it down, puts CIU back up double digits. Jenkins for three. Got it. His second of the game. 70-62, so if you're CIU, got to really get on Jenkins now. Can't let him get going here in this last 5 minutes. Howard thought about it. Now he'll attack. Layup no good. And they'll say it will stay with CIU. That's one of the ones where at the NAI level you don't have replay, but it would be nice to have for sure. Brenson swings it over to Jeter. Jeter, that's going to be a foul as McClellan was holding Jeter as he tried to turn the corner there. So fresh 20 for CIU, and they can maybe run some clock before taking their shot here. Turnover. Finish by Stitt. So 70-64, the Rams have played their fair share of close games over the last few weeks. Overtime game with Truett a couple weeks ago, and then obviously the game winner against Montreat on Thursday. Shot no good by Jeter. Rebound comes down to Roberts. Three-pointer outside. No good. So that's a big miss as Sage McClellan off the mark on that three. Would have cut the game to a one possession, but instead Rams up 6. Oates over to Causey. Causey gets it to Woods. Woods attacks. Layup no good. Oates fights for the rebound from his own team and will get it and finish for the two-pointer inside to make it 72-64. Oates has got 24. CIU up by 8 here with 3:35 left. Again, Rams win this, they can move into the 6th spot depending on what happens with Truett McConnell later today. Excuse me. Yeah, they can move into, they're in the 7th spot, they can move to the 6th spot with a win over Bluefield and will most likely be solidly sitting there in that 6th seed, which means they would host Milligan on Monday, which definitely would be interesting to see that matchup here at home again, as that was one of the first matchups of the season here at the Moore Fitness Center this year. Well, it's still got some basketball left to play before we focus on the AAC tournament, as Rams up 8, 3:35 left. Darian Oates back in the game for CIU. He leads all scorers with 24. If you're the Rams, got to focus in on Jeremiah Jenkins. No open threes, which is easier said than done against a guy who can get open shots seemingly at will. So Jenkins with Brenson on him. Got to go. Well, Brenson goes under the screen and recovers. Jenkins with a little push off and finishes. 72-66. 3:14 left. Woods attacks, kicks it out to Causey. Oates now. Under 3 minutes here in this ball game. Brinson over to Woods. Woods to Heathcock. Brinson will pull. That's a 2. No good. And a big turnover by Roberts, as that one is killer for Bluefield, as Roberts turns it over off the rebound, and Bluefield will lose a possession. Oates attacks, layup, good. Darian Oates having himself a game, as Rams up 8 now, and that is killer, absolute killer for Bluefield, as they had the rebound secured, and then Roberts turns it over. And Rams now up by 8. That could potentially be a 4 or 5 point swing there, as Jenkins will take it out. Going to be tough now for Bluefield to recover. Jenkins drives in and finishes. Jenkins, again, as you mentioned before, averages 21 points a game. A quiet 5 points in the first half, but he's really come on here in the second. He's got 20 now, so 15 of his 20 came in the second half. And there's a big turnover by CIU. Dunn can't finish. And that looks like it went off of, they'll say it went off of Darian Oates, or excuse me, off of Thomas Woods, which I believe is the right call. Again, tough to make that call without replay. So Dunn comes back in for Roberts. Rams up 6, 1:42 left on the clock. Ball comes into Dunn. Stitt now. He'll work against Causey. He'll take the 3. Hits it. Huge three-pointer by Stitt, as Omega Stitt has made this a one-possession game with 24 seconds left. 1:24 left. So Rams up 3, 1:18 on the clock, as CIU trying to hold off Bluefield and jump them in the conference standings. We'll be back in just a minute on the CIU Sports Network. Oates has it taken away. Layup good from Stitt. So Stitt has had back-to-back buckets to make this one a one-point game. Oh, timeout called. 48 seconds, Rams up 1. Second half here. Oh, timeout called there by CIU. So we'll take a quick break here with Rams up 1, 48 seconds left. So Brenson will inbound with 12 seconds on the shot clock, 48 seconds left on the game clock. Again, the Rams had a tight one on Thursday as Brenson will have to call a timeout. Again, CIU has led by double digits multiple times, not only in this first half, but also in the second, have had to lead by 10 a few times as Christian Howard will check in during this timeout. Again, this is a full timeout for CIU, so we'll take a quick break here. Rams up 1. So out of the timeout, Coach Morgan will call a timeout. So back-to-back timeouts. So 3 timeouts in a row here as, again, Rams up 1, 48 seconds left. So, again, a lot on the line in this last 48 seconds. If the Rams win, or if CIU wins, they'll be in the 6th spot. If Bluefield wins, they will stay in the 6th spot. So, either way, a lot riding on this, and the Rams will turn it over. So 74-73, 40 seconds left. CIU turns it over. Here's Stitt attacking. Shot no good, but fouled. So 26 seconds left, 29 seconds left on the clock. And foul there as Omega Stitt has scored the last 5 points for Bluefield, and we'll try to make it the last 7 points for Bluefield. And he knocks it down. So that'll make it 74-74. Again, if you didn't see CIU's game on Thursday, Jalen Brinson had the game winner against Montreat. Second one is good. So Bluefield takes their first lead of the game with 29 seconds left. So CIU has led for the entirety of this game. Almost 40 minutes. So 39 and a half minutes of this contest, pretty much, the Rams have been up. And finally, Bluefield comes back, all the way back, to take the 1 point lead, 75-74. If you're CIU here, what do? Ultimately, I think you got to get the ball in the hands of Darian Oates and let him create, as he's done, honestly, all game and all season long. Again, if you watch the game on Thursday, Montreat was worried about Oates, worried about McKinney, and ball ended up in Brenson's hands. But there are some capable playmakers out there for CIU, but again, I think you got to get it to Darian Oates and let him go to work. 29 seconds. I imagine Bluefield will put some pressure here on the ball handlers of CIU, Brinson and Oates. And they'll deny the inbounds pass entirely. And Brinson almost lost it there for a second. Gets it back. And Dunn will deny Oates. Brinson working. And he's fouled. Again, Coach Morgan doesn't like that call, but I think it's the right call as Brinson was able to get into the paint, and then he's fouled. Again, if that's a no call on that play, you're going to have a lot more people upset than there being a foul call on that play just because of the contact. Unless that's a clean block, there's got to be contact, and did not look like a clean block as Brinson will tie it. So, again, Brinson with the game winner 2 days ago, and now trying to put the Rams up with 2 free throws. Second free throw is good. CIU up 1. $14 seconds left on the clock. So Rams basketball, 7 seconds left. Foul before the ball gets in bounds. And so Jenkins, who comes up hobbling on the play anyway, also picks up his 5th foul. And hopefully he'll be okay. As Shields comes in for Jenkins. So Jenkins picked up back-to-back fouls there, which was how he ends up fouling out. Ball comes into Brinson. So 5 seconds left here with Brenson going to the line. Free throw up is good. So CIU takes the 2-point lead. Second one's good. 78-75. And that'll probably do it. Turnover as CIU will finish this one out with the 78-75 win over Bluefield. Again, that should move CIU into the 6th place spot, so most likely playing Milligan in the first round of the Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament here at CIU on Monday, February 21st at 7 p.m. Again, that'll most likely be Milligan, but stay tuned to CIURams.com to keep an eye on things and see where everything shakes out. Checking in some of these other scores around CIU athletics. CIU baseball ends up dropping game 1, and we will check in to see how they did in game 2. So CIU baseball loses game 2 against Milligan. Over down the CIU softball field, the Rams get the game 1 win and then lose game 2 as well in that one, so they'll split with Southern Wesleyan. And then obviously here the Rams win both. Women win and men win here on Senior Day. Looking at some of the final stats from today's game. And Darian Oates ends with 26. Jalen Brenton ends with 16. As Jeremiah Jenkins ends with 20 for Bluefield. But Omega Stitt, who came on at the end of today's contest, finishes with 25 points. So CIU gets the regular season finale victory over Bluefield 78-75. They will most likely move into the 6th seed in the AAC and host Milligan, depending on how things shake out down there at the bottom of the standings. Possibly host Milligan, maybe Johnson, at 7 p.m. on Monday. Again, thank you for watching, and have a great day.